All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is Kal Tangie with Social Info Radio. Today we have our special guests, Clif and Marie. How are you today?
We
Hi.
are good.
You're doing fantastic.
Good.
How are you?
Oh, great. Blessed.
We're great.
Fantastic.
Well, I guess we'll start from the beginning. How long have you been together, and how did you meet?
Okay. Well, we've been together for 15 years this year.
We've been married for 15 years.
Married for 15 years.
Marie chased me for many years
There's
before
lots
that.
of stories that go around. He chased me. He said I chased him. It's just very confusing.
The truth will come out eventually that Marie chased me.
Lies.
But no, we were good friends before we married. Obviously, our connection was through music and choir and church and conventions and stuff. But yeah, it just grew out of a mutual friendship, really, and we've been together ever since.
Okay, so church and choir, conventions, that doesn't sound like a social media site. That doesn't sound like Facebook. It sounds like the club.
No, they didn't have Facebook in that time.
No, because I'm just trying to give some pointers to our younger listeners out there, our single listeners out there. They tend to try looking for love and commitment in the wrong places, but you guys did it the right way. Church, networking, Christian conventions, that's great stuff.
Yeah, it is good. I mean, these days it doesn't happen as much, particularly in the UK. They're not mingling as much as we used to. We used to be in choirs together, so you might see somebody across the room and say, "Oh, hello." That's not really happening as much now, which is a shame.
Okay. All right. So you started out in choirs. And I'm just listening to your last album, and it's a lot of Christian contemporary on there. And you all strike me as being, pretty versatile. Like if I asked you all to do a country and western song, you guys could probably do it. So I want to ask you, what made you go?
Right?
No, what made you go the contemporary route?
It's kind of like things that we've been exposed to over the years. I mean, we came from a traditional church background, Pentecostal, Jamaican background, but
strict.
Yeah, very strict. But because of our influences in mixing with different musicians, different artists, going to different churches, our style has kind of like almost like evolved. And adapted to be current.
And also we are youth pastors, so we kind of get a bit of a mix of the mature saints that we get on really well with, but as well also the young people. So you kind of want to get across the kind of things appeal,
Okay, yeah, definitely, and it seems that you still are keeping tabs with the younger generation with this new Superman remix, which I really like a lot.
Thank you. The way how that came about, actually it's a remix of a track we've done a couple of years ago, and because of the Superman Returns, Superman Man of Steel came out.
Right.
So we thought, well, let's try and revamp it, give it a fresh lick of paint, as they would say, and still have the same message about you being our Superman and being able to supply all our needs and being there for us, and ultimately Jesus saves. To kind of like mix that message that Jesus is our Superman and give it that urban, contemporary, modern feel, put a rap in there. It's not me rapping.
You could rap to save his life.
Everybody sticks to their area of expertise. But if you want me to do a rap,
no.
Go for it, please, in the Jamaican style, please.
Don't lose any listeners tonight.
Well, and it seems that you all tried to communicate with your fan base, because you guys don't know this, but I actually sent you a message on Twitter, and you actually replied.
Oh, we try.
It's good to communicate.
Go ahead. I was asking you about a Superman remix, because I'm a DJ, and nowadays DJs can be kind of lazy if it doesn't have a drum and bass intro and outro, which makes it a little bit easier to mix. The chances of DJs playing it nowadays are, that pretty much decreases the chance of it. But you actually got back to me, which I was pretty pleased about.
All thanks to our producer, Marcus Johnson. He's amazing. He's done so many good things musically. So he was the man for the job. He done a good job.
And we do try to communicate with people that, to talk to us, because, you don't know definitely who will talk, who will be talking to, what doors will open, and so we try to be as friendly as possible. I know there are some people out there that we don't respond to, we just tweet and you communicate with us, but we're down to earth guys, and we're just normal people who like to have fun and interact with people when we can.
Yeah, we do the best we can. I don't quite know how the people that have 100,000 followers do it. Then it might be a little different,
Okay, so you guys are pretty popular in the UK, so we're wondering, are you ready for the United States to come over here and do some tours or something like that?
Whoa.
Yeah.
We would love to.
We'd love to, but before we carry on, who are you?
I'm Tangie. Cal's
Hi, Tangie, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
Hello.
Yeah, we're a team, much like yourselves.
Excellent.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, we would love to do this. I mean, we've been to the States a few years ago. We was traveling with a choir, and we done a few states. We went to Hezekiah Walker's church. Okay. We went to, at that time, Bishop Wagner's church over in Ohio, and
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was the great deal of fun. We went to Jamaica as well. So we are trying to make plans to get to the Caribbean as well at the moment. So who knows what the Lord will do. Maybe we can pop over to the States and do a couple of stuff over there as well. But we'll definitely love to come over.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And
worship with y'all.
Yeah, definitely.
You hear my American accent then? Did you hear that?
I love when you guys say y'all. I just love it.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
It seems when it comes to breaking UK acts in America, it all comes down to the commitment of the record company. How much money is the record company willing to put behind the artist? And it seems as if even in the secular world, we only get like one every 5 years. I think Marsha Ambrosius, then before that Craig David. What do you guys think about that? How difficult is it for a UK artist to break into the American market?
I think as you rightly said, it's how much money you've got. A lot of times, I think a lot of young artists are a bit delusional in terms of the input that they had to put in.
Well, let me ask this. Go ahead.
I was saying that being a couple, husband and wife couple like yourselves, and also from the UK, gives it a different spin on it, and so probably it'd be easier. Not easier. I mean, we do have friends in America, and they say, "Oh man, you got to come over. You got to come over. The guys, America will love you. America will love you." So it's like whatever the will of the Lord is.
Yeah, we're in God's hands. It's all good.
All right. Well, tell me this. What are the pros and cons of working with your spouse?
The pros. Well, we're best friends, so it doesn't seem like work to us anyway. It's a lot of fun. It's being able to travel together. I think you kind of see other artists where only one of them is married. Sorry, only one of them is the artist. Mm-hmm. And so if they're on tour, they've got concerts, then they're away from home. And then, like any relationship, it can be a strain and a struggle. So definitely the positive side of us being together is that we go everywhere together, after we minister or we do a concert, we go back to the hotel together. That's a
pro,
plus.
Right?
That's a plus. That's a plus. And so because we travel together with good friends, it's not like hard work.
I don't want to sound like superficial. I don't think there are any cons, really. I mean, some people sort of say, you guys work together, you're with each other all the time, how do you cope, you know? And it's like, well, we were best friends before we got married, so, you know, we tell each other anything, we get on really well. So, I don't know, I am struggling to find a con. I don't know if that sounds a little bit superficial, but I am struggling, a bit cheesy.
Aww, that's sweet, sweet. We love it.
He's going to pay me later. So.
Okay, well, do you write your own music?
We do. Marie's a fantastic writer. One of the songs, majority of the songs on the album were written by Marie, co-written. I had my little bit.
And also Lorraine Cater as well.
Yeah, Lorraine Cater, she's a couple of songs as well. She's a UK artist as well. But Marie definitely, I don't know. Marie will just sit down and say, oh yeah, we need a verse for this. She'll sit down and like me, I'll struggle for like a couple of days. You know, real like, you know, a couple of minutes she'll have the verse, and it's just like it's deep. It's a deep verse, and you know, Marie's. Some people, I think she's gifted in that as well, because you know, some she gets songs in her sleep, or she'll wake up in the morning and she'll have a melody which have a tune, and she gets her phone out and she'll start singing the melody. You can't quite make it out when she plays it back, but the general melody is there, and you know, God bless them with that, and we are grateful. I do write as well.
He does write,
and I'm a musician as well, so I play a little bit as well. So I try and give like a basic outline of a song. So we work together quite well.
Yeah.
I think.
How do your kids handle you being on the road?
Oh, bless them.
Well, we have 3 kids. They are aged 12, 9 and 8, just turned 8
today.
And they like to know where we're going. Because sometimes we go to certain churches, and so they get free food, and they get really special, and like they go to the pastor's office or the bishop's office.
And they keep saying, Mum, are you guys famous? We're like, no, we're not famous. But what's lovely about the kids is that my eldest daughter writes songs, and I mean, she's already going in, you know, it's quite deep, you know.
That's Yolanda, right?
Yolanda, yeah.
Uh-huh.
She writes songs. My son, he plays the drums extremely well. He plays it, you know, most Sunday mornings, and he also sings, but he doesn't want you to hear him too much, but he can sing. And then my smallest daughter sings in the shower, and
very
she
loudly.
has her own praise and worship service going on.
Nice.
You could literally be taking notes, because she's stringing these songs together really well. You're like, hey, hang on a minute, I need to write that down.
She doesn't need a song list, they just flow. She just flows.
That's lovely, and she dances. So, you know, they kind of have taken on that musical, you know, kind of direction anyway, which is lovely.
And they know what mummy and daddy are trying to do as well. So they really are flexible and adaptable. If they're during the holidays, they'll come to our rehearsals and be with us, and you know, they'll be in the background. And sometimes you think they're not taking it in, but they're taking it all in. And they're learning as well.
And sometimes, to be honest, sometimes they don't want to come. Some are like, oh, do we have to come? But by the end of it, like, this was great, and we got food, and we met these people, and it's good for them.
Right. Okay, well, do you have any upcoming projects?
Well, we're looking to do a worship album, kind of like an intimate worship type of album. The songs that because we're praise and worship leaders at our local church as well, and so we get involved in a lot of things. And so I think the next chapter that we're looking to do is more of a worship album.
Right.
Although at the same time we are trying to do a lot. We have plans, and we would like to do a live recording as well. So it's money, but you know, we're still pushing our album, because you know we're going out, and people are just hearing, like, even in the UK are still just hearing our songs.
Wow,
it's like, wow, where's that song from? Oh, do you have an album? It's like, come on, the album's been out quite a while now.
Yeah.
So, but definitely that's what we'd love to do. We plan to do. Marie's right. We've already got some songs already.
Yeah, God is really blessing us with some really nice songs, so we really can't wait to put them. We're desperate to go back in the studio.
Definitely, we love it. So yeah, definitely things are in the motion. Definitely plans are being made. We're trying to release another single. We did plan to release 3 singles this year. We released
2 so far.
We released 2. Yeah, we had a thank you. There's a thank you CD, which is mainly for couples and those in relationships. This is a nice acoustic. I think I can get that over to you all.
Please do.
Let you have a listen to that. There's a state. Actually, there's another station in America that plays it quite often. Actually, SOGN. We always get tweets from them that they're playing our track.
And that one's called "Thank You for Loving Me." It's a really nice song. Y'all would like that one.
Yeah, it's for couples. It's like, Mother Brown might not appreciate it, and she might not appreciate it, but young couples and stuff.
We sang it at a few weddings so far.
Nice. Okay, well, Cliff and Marie, first of all, I want to thank you all very much for joining us today, and we wish you the best with all of your future efforts. Anything you want to say?
Thank you for having us. We're very, very honoured and grateful that you'd, have us on the show. So thank you.
I'm glad you like the Superman remix CD as well.
I love it. I'm gonna play it. I already added it to my house mix, so
Cool.
Fantastic.
Okay, all right. This is Kal Tangie signing off with Cliff and Marie for Social Info Radio.
Bye, guys.
Bye.